Here we go.
This grove is kept by Sylvanus' faithful.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back, right now.
What's up for discussion?
Refugees, adventurers, and even a drow. No one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met, and thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanus guard them as they continue their travels. You sound just like Korga. That it had to come to this. I pray to Sylvanus each night. The Wildfather will protect those refugees. I hope. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanus, guide your path.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back, right now.
Need anything else? Of course, but please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
We don't even know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You would choose strangers over us.
That's not what I said.
Can we stop shouting? No?
Sylvanus be with you.
Calm down, please.
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed. Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Need to find a way forward.
The last thing. How do you open it? Does it even open?
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
How dare!
Prove her wrong then, if you think you're able to, that is.
Zerg! Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost. Please, I can handle myself. It's others that are the issue. You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramesses Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Don't be fooled by mere gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see.
Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
No matter. As long as I keep the damn thing safe. These glyphs aren't any language I recognize.
Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
You're alive. I woke up by the wreckage, surrounded by corpses. I was starting to think I was the only survivor. This was the first sign of friendly life I came across. I hoped I might find supplies, shelter, and a healer, of course. We might be clear of those monsters' ship, but we still have their spawn inside our heads. We need to get rid of them while we still can. This grove is the home of the druid Halsin. Apparently, he's a reputed healer. He could probably help us. If only he hadn't gone missing. No, but I haven't looked either. Staying alive kept me busy. A toy. It's not important. I might have considered it, but your choice of company so far leaves a great deal to be desired. Get rid of the Gith, then we can talk about helping each other.
I offer you cleansing. You'd cast it aside for this Shkaketh.
Fine. Put your faith in a marauding freak. Just do it away from me. This is a terrible idea. You know that, yes? But I suppose you may have your uses. I can keep an eye on the Gith. Very little. Supposedly, those monsters breed by planting their tadpoles in people's heads. Over time, the infected victim turns into a mind flayer. I have no idea how long it takes, but I'd rather have a cure sooner than later. That is none of your business. Let's just concentrate on survival, yes? You seem overburdened with hangers-on already. You'll just slow me down. Fine. But don't delay.
For it.
Maybe I need more pockets. Open up. With a flick of the wrist.
Shadow Heart. Shadow Heart. I'm sure her parents meant well, but the name's a little ominous, isn't it? Unless she chose it herself. Which is even more worrying, honestly. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. Well, you know where to find me.
Mark my word, the half-elf's an abyss of lies and secrets. Shadowheart indeed.
Beneath her forbidding countenance, I sense this cleric will prove quite the companion. A wise decision to let her join us.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
Again. Swing and parry. And again. Swing and... Children!
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli. I'm no stranger to the infernal. Better to slay a devil before her fires burn common folk to ash. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
A worthy ally, perhaps. But I'll waste no time chasing devils while a tadpole feasts on our skulls.
I've seen your people in battle. I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you mine. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move. The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. My father once said, "One does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call." So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised, the only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama, a staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. Karlak's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlak might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. Anything more we should discuss? A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads.
From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit. Seems unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacle monsters. There's nothing usual about it. All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree. Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by elithids, suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one, if it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear.
True.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Swing and swing and... Again.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
questions, children.
Don't be grumpy, Roland.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Parry. And again. Swing and swing and...
What I'd do for some salt.
Look at them beaming. You did that.
Oh, right. Go for the heart.
Depends. How many...
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
Don't push it, kid. If you see trouble, then run. Only fight if you have to.
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Die if I met Leroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them. No helping it. We're exposed now. This is no fortress, and we're no warriors.
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Again. Swing and swing and parry. And again. Swing and swing and... Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not
Your blades
grumpy.
up.
Scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
What I'd do for some salt.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight, but I'm useless with a sword. Rage, you say? Step, brace, parry, swing, still not landing. Brace and step and swivel swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Don't let the druids hear you say that. They're itching for an excuse to get rid of us. but I'll keep at it. Thank you. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy. Can't keep
Any questions, children?
This is no fortress, and we're no warriors.
Swing and swivel and wait. Wait. Now lunge.
One more time.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
By the dead gods, are all Giths so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
Please, I've been through enough.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait. Tch. A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. The Kresh holds the Zafisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
to bring.
Swing and swivel and wait.
One more time.
Die, man.
I'm gonna buy the ends off your kids. And your bird.
My dagger.
And your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies!
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face will frighten a troll.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Every last one of you! You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arka. You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tieflin. If you ever had it to begin with. I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll bless you, all right.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You, move! What in every hell is wrong with you? Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies? If you believe anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
It's all right, Arka. Let's go.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Didn't expect to see a drow in here. Did the boss lady send you to rescue me?
Don't believe ya. There's something a bit soft about you. Get me out of here, and I'll introduce you to my tribe. You'd like 'em. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The power of the Absolute, of course. Priestess Gut will tell you all about it and make sure you have everything you need. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog. Ah, come on. We could be mates. Let me out, you bunch of softies! We're running out of time. They're gonna murder me!
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin, the way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. In short, I've grown to trust you. I was being quite sincere, I assure you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, it cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I'll spare you the finer details, but begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession, primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you! What's that? Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring! And your dogs!
Don't like the look of that mushroom. I should stay clear.
Bloody things to happen! I'm gonna bite the end. Dogs!
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
In a secluded place all alone. It would be too easy to do away with her, far beneath your talents.
Just move. I won't say anything. Just don't hurt me, please.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you! Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you! Oh, you thieves are all... Hey! I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies! Right, I've got food. You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you!
Shut it! Boss would rip you for talking that way.
Well, at least we got the druid to keep ourselves entertained. He's boring.
in our mind may well impel our bodies.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Harsh. Remind me to stay on your good side.
You were never on my good side.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
This is ridiculous.
I told you. Not now.
Reeking of this place. Never get the smell like this.
Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't.
Say that.
I'm just sad and bored.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
druids
My
who
dad.
used wooden tools.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
I miss my forge.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
That old bucket.
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
I'd die if I met heroic and we.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. See how you feel when your pack is empty. It'll be this or a handful of weeds. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me. We'll be leaving soon. Make sure you stock up.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face when you find a troll. You're an idiot. How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Where's that old bucket? Blood excites me.
More time.
No help. We're exposed now.
trader appears encouraged by your interest in this item, though of course you'll need to pay for it.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse. What is it, Petal? What's wrong? Then let old Auntie Ethel have a look at you. First things first. Tell me what's at you. No. That's as serious gets. Our past defines us, Petal. Without it, why, We could be anyone. Were you hurt recently? An accident of some sorts? That could explain things. You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. But I confess that doesn't explain all your symptoms. Some of the things you told me, why, I've never heard of a parasite doing that. This is serious. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother. Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
Even traders have private property. It seems that item is not for sale.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. But I confess that doesn't explain all your symptoms. Some of the things, I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but I've collected some. You'll have to stop by my house. Just let me mark it. Now, do you need anything? I have a... Nay, bother, love. Come back anytime.
I'd die if I met Leroican reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them. No helping it. We're exposed now.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades. Damn goblins! Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed. Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged them, the stupid bastard.
Just another raw recruit. Thought he was in some storybook. We're packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here.
Please, I...
Die if I met heroic Enrique. We're exposed to nothing.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? I'm sure you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us. Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it. I best see you in Baldur's Gate.
Looks empty.
Eager for battle.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. At the ready.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
God, it's boring
I'll have to burn them.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
The waiting's getting to me.
Die if I met the road creeping up this place. Never gonna smell
Where did I put that old bucket?
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Don't make me urgent, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
If it ain't the friendly drow. Thought you were with the goblins when you showed up at the gate. Glad you weren't. You fight well. Not like them bloody tieflings. Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid. They chased us, all the way from the ruins we were poking around in. His name's Halsin, and if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it.
Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cook pot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish.
There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us.
I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk.
All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. I'm drinking. You're leaving.
I already told you. He was at the temple ruins with us. But it ain't like we forced him to go along. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. Gobos are holed up in the temple ruins, out west of here. Last I saw Alcin, he was right in the thick of them. If you head that way, you'll likely smell them, or hear their drums before you see them.
Thanks. Out of my face.
I already told you I don't.
We're packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here.
I already told you I don't have it. How stupid are you?
My love, you were a caravan escort for 3 days, and you quit in the middle of your shift.
You sound like your father.
Well, it was his caravan.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate.
Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Know what you mean.
Do we ever?
But I've heard there's all sorts in the city. It might not be like it was in El Terrell. I mean, in Baldur's Gate, they give you a chance.
Good luck to you. Wish us a little too. I think we'll all need it.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side? And no love was not enough.
You lot. I know you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off when we get to I will.
I suppose we'll start in the outer city. Get a little business going.
Your spiced tea is life-changing. And I can bake up almond cakes 20 at a time.
I suppose we'll start in the outer city.
Your spice...
I already told you I don't have it. How stupid are you?
We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face would frighten me.
Only going to ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
Probably not. It's just tin and glass.
Here, take it. Not sure why you care so much about it, honestly.
Scram! Before I give you something to care about! Kid's lucky you were here.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
The nerve of that smirking little rat. Can't believe the kid thought he could snatch my mum's locket and get away with it. Bet he's learned his lesson.